9 a.m. on Monday, and the street party starts at 2 p.m. both days. Don't miss out on great music and great fun with no cover charge for St. Patrick's Day weekend at McKinney's 8th and P in the Haymarket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. 93.7 The Ticket. Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, mainly cloudy and breezy. See a high around 57. Tonight, a chance of showers with thunderstorms possible, a low around 49. And tomorrow, a chance of rain and snow in the afternoon. It'll be windy with blizzard conditions possible late. See a high around 57. I'm meteorologist Kyle Becker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions on 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Hey volleybalfans, this is Laura Dijkema, national player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
Are you facing a legal problem and don't know where to turn? You need trial attorneys you can trust. Liberty Law Group's experienced trial attorneys will handle your case with professionalism and compassion. Whether you have been accused of a crime, injured in an accident, or threatened with a lawsuit, you can trust that Liberty Law will be there for you. Call for a free consultation and find out how Liberty Law can protect your rights and interests. That's 877-42-LIBERTY, 877-42-LIBERTY, or visit libertylawnebraska.com. Liberty Law Group, trial attorneys you can trust.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Don't tell me it's the first time you've played on the road and listened to a crowd. Dig in and be a basketball player. Every time you miss a shot, your game deflates. We don't care about your missed shots. Play defense. You guys keep blowing opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity. You're like children with bad things happening. Instead of digging in and be tougher, you wilt. Where is your toughness? Don't you know what adversity is all about? That's the game of life, not the game of basketball. You don't get down when things go wrong. You dig in and get tougher. Your whole life's going to be adversity. Learn how to deal with it.
Woo! Ricky P got me ready to go. And I'm talking about roach style, not tank style. He got beat. Oh my goodness! Did you guys hear that?
I've seen it.
We're gonna have to play it again. I'm talking about Ricky Pitino, right?
Oh yeah.
Talking about Ricky P. What is your thoughts on Ricky P going absolutely, positively, fatherhood on his team?
It's good for them. They need it. These kids these days they don't have coaches like that talk to them like that. Most of them try to console them, hug them, give them a pat on the back. No, you need that tough talk. You need that tough love.
Play it again, Bob.
Don't tell me it's the first time you've played on the road and listened to a crowd.
Pause
Dig in and
pause it. He said, don't tell me it's the first time you played on the road and was dealing with a hostile crowd. Give you what he said after that. Dig in. Dig in. That means get something else from within and play with that. That's what dig in means. Play it, Bach.
be a basketball player. Every time you miss a shot, your game deflates. We don't care about
Pause
your missed
it.
shots. Play.
Every time you miss a shot, your game deflates. What does that mean? What does that mean? Every time you miss a shot, your game deflates. Am I on the show by myself, or do I have co-hosts? Because if not, I can be just the one-on-one show. I'm asking a question. Block your basketball player, because the black shirt's not here.
Okay.
Every time you miss a shot, does your game deflate? And what does that mean?
I don't know exactly what that means. I think of a basketball deflating, but
yeah, what does that mean? If a basketball deflates, what does that mean?
not,
Can you play basketball with a deflated basketball?
not very well.
Okay, so now what does it mean? If he says every time you miss a shot, your game deflates, it goes to what? Oh, wow.
Can't say it on there.
Wow. Wow. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
He's saying that your game goes where? Out the door.
Yeah.
He's saying you forget you were a basketball player when you miss one shot. But it gets so much deeper, because what he's saying can translate to every single sport. Play it, Bob.
Defense. You guys keep blowing opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity.
Hold on a second. Rewind that a little bit. I missed the main part of what he said. When you're missing shots, who cares about the deflation of the shot? What to do in the case that you are missing shots? Go ahead.
We don't care about your missed shots. Play defense.
Stop. He said, play defense. No matter how many shots you miss, if you come back on the other end and dig in on the defensive side of the ball, then you may be able to, what? Get a stop. Now that missed shot don't mean anything. Well, it means a little less. Go ahead and play.
Play defense. You guys keep blowing opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity. You're like children with bad things happening. Instead of digging in and be tougher, you wilt. Where is your toughness?
Pause it. He said, instead of digging in and being tougher, there's that word again, right? Bob, you hear it? Digging in, okay? And being tougher, he said you do what?
Wilt.
Okay. If you wilt in basketball, what does that mean? Hold up. If a plant, a rose, wilts, do you keep it?
I don't think so.
No, it died.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't keep it. It's over with. So that means your game, again, here he is again telling them, he's giving them so many different comparisons. And to me, this was the best coach speak that I've heard in 20 years with the Z. Go ahead.
Don't you know what adversity is all about? That's the game of life.
Stop. He said, don't you know what adversity is all about? That's the game of life. Terrell, have you dealt with adversity?
Yep.
In football?
Yep.
In life?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. So life trumps football.
Yep.
Because you're going to live life a lot longer than you're going to live football. But it's funny that Ricky P is saying, man, you guys are so mental midgets that you can't even get it done in basketball, let alone life. He's teaching them something. How to be men. Rewind it a little bit and play it.
Don't you know what adversity is all about? That's the game of life, not the game of basketball. You don't get down when things go wrong. You dig in and get tougher. Your whole life's going to be adversity.
Pause it. He said what? When things go wrong, you don't do what? You guys ain't listening. I'm about to get on the text line because at least the text line listening to me. All guys ain't listening. Rewind it again and play it.
Not the game of basketball. You don't get down when things go wrong. You dig in and get tougher. Your whole life's going to be adversity. Learn how to deal with it.
Pause it. You're going to have to deal with all types of adversity in this lifetime. How you deal with it is how you overcome it. So in sports, because this to me is Nebraska football problem. Exactly what Ricky P is saying is what Coach Rule needs to say to those young men. The same thing. Play it, Bob.
Well, that's the end.
Oh, that's the end of it. I got a couple more Ricky P's because I think it's important. And I had one of him talking about recruiting like 13, 14 years ago, which is relevant today. But when that came across my plate, somebody sent that to me. And when that came across my plate, I had to dig deeper. That was Terrell, you sending me that?
What's that?
You didn't send me that.
No.
Somebody else sent me that. They always send me stuff right before the show that makes me change what I was going to talk about. Because that in itself, how many clips you got? 2 or 3?
Just 2.
Okay, play the other clip.
Just so you understand that. No, I don't feel good. I've never felt good about talking about my I don't feel good. I don't feel good. Now you never. No, I feel like I want to myself jump in the cold and die of frostbite.
Oh, let me see that. I just, sheesh. Guys, we got to be nice to one another. We can't, dog. Come on. Is that for real? Is that serious?
Yeah, that's Bob.
Where'd that come from?
What about the Mayo thing?
What Mayo
Kansas
thing?
kid.
I don't know.
You seen the threats and the texts he get? You know, as again, Kansas lost a game yesterday to Texas Tech, and he received some of the hated texts that you probably would ever see in your life, Bob. We're gonna go to break. I mean, no, we're gonna talk about that after break. We're gonna stay with this.
Oh my God! We gotta talk about this after break because we gotta figure out which direction to go with that. Why do you do that? Why you just can't show? See, if you'd have sent that, I could have prepared. But now you're gonna blow me up like that on air.
Well, DP had me in here on the
I don't care what
wrestling
DP
move.
had you on. DP ain't shared that with me on air. You did.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it.
Play the Ricky P one more time, the whole thing. I'll be quiet. Listen, Nebraska football, Husker country, ticket land, captain's country. Listen, what Coach Pitino is saying is what's wrong with Nebraska football. I'm going to say it one more time. In my opinion. Okay? In my opinion. Now, I'm going to get these guys' opinion, see if they're listening one more time after we play it for the 3rd time. Play it, Bob. Jeez. I wanted you to play the first one, but because I guess I never gave pretext to that one, right?
Yeah.
And on that one, only reason I wanted to play that one was because as a coach if he has that much level of disappointment when they lose. In himself, he didn't say the team. He didn't say he wanted to throw the team out in the street and get frostbite. He said himself. You see where it starts at? The coach. If he has that level, because we're going to talk about some other things that I sent. Did you see where Rick Pitino said he's not recruiting a high school player for the next year or two? Did you see that, Bob? You see that, Terrell?
Nah, that's kind of surprising.
No, well, I thought that was the one I sent you 2. I thought I sent you 3. But his justification, he said, this is why. Play the first one. This is why he said, I'm not recruiting, not another high school kid. I need to get good right now. All my guys coming out of the portal. Here's why. Go.
Don't tell me it's the first time you've played on the road and listened to a crowd. Dig in and be a basketball player. Every time you miss a shot, your game deflates. We don't care about your missed shots. Play defense. You guys keep blowing opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity. You're like children with bad things happening. Instead of digging in and be tougher, you wilt. Where is your toughness? Don't you know what adversity is all about? That's the game of life, not the game of basketball. You don't get down when things go wrong. You dig in and get tougher. Your whole life's going to be adversity. Learn how to deal with it.
Man, that for me, that is my calling card for 25. Somebody be all crying and down on their luck. I'm gonna send them that clip. Rick Pitino, here you go.
Well, it's important to note that St. John's is number 6 in the nation, so he's not talking to a bunch of losers. This is a good team that he's built.
Wait, that he's what?
He's built.
He's built that team.
Yeah.
Why do you say he's built it?
Because they haven't had near this level of success for years. It's in year number 2, and they won the Big East.
Think about that for a second. If you got that level of coach calling his players to be that level higher. See, Bach, I appreciate you because I wasn't going to say anything. I wanted somebody else to catch what number they were and where they were ranked. And you caught it. This is the number 6 team in the country. Their coach is talking to them, and a lot of people would be all hurt by the way they're talking to them. Correct? Correct? I mean, don't you think some kids and parents would have a problem if a coach talked to their young man or them that way?
I guess some people might not respond to that as well.
For real?
Don't need to be out there if they can't take that.
And nothing he said was he berated the player. He berated the attitude. He berated the character of a loser. He berated the fact that these guys have to know how to overcome adversity during a what? Game. During a game. During a missed shot. During an interception. During a fumble. During a missed tackle. Dig in. I got to put that on the shirt. Don't give up. Dig in. That's why I wanted to start this with Ricky P, because so many of these high schoolers, and we're talking college now, and we're talking professional athletes now. We're not talking little babies. We're not talking little leaguers. So it's the same conversation for Nebraska football. Is it's time out for all of that, and that goes from the top down if you want to be great. But you can't, I don't believe, now, let me ask you a question. If Ricky P is saying what he's saying now, right? And Bach, they were the 50th ranked team. How much water would that hold? Then how would you be looking at him?
Well, then I think it might make a little bit more sense. Like he's frustrated, or to your typical self is thinking that, he's frustrated, things aren't going right. He's trying to dig in and find a different way to motivate him. But they're 25-4.
Don't tell me tough love don't work. It works. We just got to administer it and stop playing this game of, and this is basketball. We're not talking a physical game of football. We're talking basketball. Now, what's going on with the Nebraska men's basketball team? They had a game this weekend, didn't they?
They did.
What did they do? Because I seem to have watched the game that got down big, came back, and then lost.
Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, Juwan Gary hit a putback late. It looked like Nebraska might just be able to complete the comeback and get the win. But then it was Brennan Rigsby. He was killing them all day from deep. He hit his final 3-point shot, and Nebraska was not able to hit the buzzer beater at the end.
As a coach, don't you make the adjustment to either go boxing one or double him every time he gets the ball? I'm just asking you.
Maybe,
You're a basketball guy.
He came into the game shooting 24% from beyond the arc. He hadn't scored in 7 of the last 9 games they played. So he was really kind of going through it, and then he found his way through Nebraska. So, yeah, I will say this. It was not great transition defense after they made it because Rigsby was wide open.
Just saying, man. You can say, so what? We got 1 or 2 games left?
2 games left. Ohio State tomorrow night.
What rank is Ohio State?
Well, Ohio State's not ranked, but they're right where Nebraska is, basically fighting on the bubble to stay in the bubble. So it's a big game for
Are they
teams.
ranked ahead of us in the Big Ten?
No.
Okay, so below us in the Big Ten.
I think they might have this. Let me double check. I think they might have the same record.
Okay, let's just say they're 50-50 ball. They're even Steven. This is a game that we have to win. You can't go on a 4-game losing streak when you got you guys say the playoff berth for the NCAA tournament on the line. You can't go on a 4-game losing streak. You got to find a way to win. Just what Ricky P said. You can't get deflated. And if you are, you got to dig in on the defensive side. I thought we dug in when we got down 15 points. Because I was ready to be like, man, this is terrible. And I was doing stuff, and I come back, and I'm like, oh, my goodness, we done came back. That's grit. Now come back and win. Don't just come back and be there. Come back, complete what you started. When you shouldn't even have to come back in the first place. But 2 games left. We got Ohio State and who?
Iowa.
2 winnable games, would you say?
Yeah, and again, Ohio State's 8-10 in conference play. Nebraska is 7-11. Iowa, for what it's worth, is 6-12 in conference play.
So the teams that are right next to them.
Yeah.
So instead of making those games close games, those are the games that you got to lock in. That everybody has to have the eye of the tiger and say, we refuse to lose, and we're going to do anything on our power on the defensive side of the ball because defense wins championships. That's what I heard Ricky P say. You can miss how many shots you want to if you stop the other team from making shots. So I started the show with that because I wanted to start with a great mind. And for one time, we can go into the locker room and hear what a coach says to his team at halftime or after the game. I think that's important. Right? Anyway, we might need to throw out the break before we open up this next can of worms, I think.
All right.
I don't want to open up that can of worms just yet until we make sure it's a can of worms we want to open. So, go ahead, Terrell.
All right, 93.7 The Ticket, the Captain Show, the fastest 2 hours in radio. We'll be right back.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join 93.7 The Ticket this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from Pinnacle Bank Arena for the NSAA Girls State Basketball Tournament. Starting Wednesday at 9 a.m., we'll be at PBA bringing you play-by-play coverage of every single game. That's right. All 24 games played at Pinnacle Bank Arena this week will be heard right here on 93.7 The Ticket. From Class A to Class D2 action, 93.7 The Ticket is your home for the 2025 Girls State Basketball Tournament, and it all starts this Wednesday at 9 a.m. We'll see you there. The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
There's no place like McKinney's Irish Pub for St. Patrick's Day, so mark your calendars to join in on the fun for their 11th annual Street Festival. The party starts on Saturday, March 15th, with tons of giveaways, a kilt contest, great Irish food, and green beer, and continues on Monday the 17th for actual St. Patrick's Day. Doors open for the bar at 11 a.m. on Saturday and 9 a.m. on Monday, and the street party starts at 2 p.m. both days. Don't miss out on great music and great fun with no cover charge for St. Patrick's Day weekend at McKinney's 8th and P in the Haymarket. When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
MWA Pro Wrestling returns to Lincoln Friday night, March 7th at the First Avenue Social Hall. And in Beatrice at the Beatrice Auditorium on Saturday night, March 8th at 7 p.m. Don't miss two huge shows. Visit Facebook.com/MWA Pro Wrestling for more information. Tickets are on sale for both events. Friday night, March 7th, 7:30 p.m. First Avenue Social Hall in Lincoln. Saturday night, March 8th at the Beatrice Auditorium, 7 p.m. Brought to you by 10 Pins Fun Center, Felipe Electric, and Stone Hollow Brewing Company.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
When you get the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime you work out. And now through March 13th, get your first month free when you join. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage. And do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 convenient locations. So, you coming? Get Get your first month free and all the perks of the PF Black Card for just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 13th. See Club for details.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket, the fastest 2 hours in radio. All right, y'all ready to start off with the combine talk? Who y'all want to talk about first? Did we get all of Ty Robinson out the way Friday, Bob?
We might have an impressive performance from Ty
Well,
Robinson.
if we didn't, we'll give you a recap. 4.83 in the 40, 1.71 in the 10 split, 33.5 vert, 9.11 broad jump, 7.583 cone drill, 4.5 20-yard shuttle, and 28 bench presses.
What's about Fodoni? I think we touched on him. I think we all know that he catapulted himself up into at least the third round. For sure the third round. If not second, but for sure the third round. I think you'll see him mess around and go. And I tell you where he's gonna mess around and go to. Anybody want to put a wager on it?
I'll bet you the field.
Philly.
Yeah?
Yep. Because they're gonna say, because you got to think of what has Pipeline Jerky done? What's he done?
Who was that?
Cam Jurgens.
Oh.
What has he done? He went to the Pro Bowl, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, who you thought was going against Pipeline Jerky all these years?
2 years back, yeah.
Well, he was there. Big Ty was there. He was playing. I like him in that system. You know, they got a great D line. He can learn on the fly. He don't have to go in and be the guy. And so I just kind of like that. I like him at that pick. Now, Thomas Fodoni, Terrell.
All right. Here we go. 40, 4.7. 10-yard split, 1.57. 35.5 vertical. Broad jump, 10.6. 3 cones, 7.01. And 4.29 in the 20-yard shuttle. No bench press.
Huh?
No bench press.
Well, shoulders, but that's not a good look. That ain't a good look. If you don't bench press, that's not a good look. I mean, dang, he had some good numbers until you said that. Or unless he's going to plan on bench pressing. Maybe he's planning on bench pressing here.
Yeah.
And do we know when Pro Day is, Bob?
Let me look. Try to run it down.
I think he's going to need Nebraska Pro Day to really solidify itself as a 4th or 5th round draft pick. Now, you know who I'm interested in hearing about.
Well,
that we didn't hear about. Because I watched all the defensive backs.
Here's the thing. I think 3 out of the top 5 tight ends didn't work out this weekend.
But he's not one of the 5.
Yeah, he was among the top 5 for most of for what they did, but yes, some of them didn't work out. So there is that to consider as well. Nebraska's Pro Day, by the way, March 25th.
Man, that's kind of late.
That'll be a Tuesday.
Okay, perfect. What time? You got
About
time?
3 weeks.
Got time?
No time yet.
So who you want to go to next? Tommy Wright, Tommy Hill.
That's who I want. What did Mr. Hill do? Because we know he didn't run the 40.
I know he didn't. I got to find out his stuff. Hold on, give me a second.
All right, I'm gonna read some of these because I know I'm gonna throw you off a little bit, but I'm gonna read some. If you're a coach, don't you demand more from your players and start benching butts if they aren't performing at that effort level they should be? I don't know. Do you think we're getting all the great effort out of Nebraska? Do you think the basketball team is giving the best effort?
Well, Coach Hoiberg was not happy. He said the body language wasn't great, when they were getting down. And so, maybe there is something to that. Nebraska's got a pretty big rotation already. And, sometimes it can get bigger. I mean, but what are we talking about here? Giving Gavin Griffiths or Cale Jacobson more minutes, maybe could result in a little bit, maybe a little bit of something, but I don't think they have too many options more down that bench.
Chris Lincoln says, your show has adversity. Reach down and rise above your co-host. Nothing but love, guys. All right, Chris. That's fair. 7432. I hope Fred is speaking to the team about this same message. We need it more than ever. Again, here's how you can tell. The next game. You can't tell during practice. You can't tell during anything but the next game. If they come out with their hair on fire, then it might have worked. Go ahead, Troy. Or did you find it?
Yeah, 6'1.5", 213 pounds, 32 and 7/8 arms, 9-inch hands. He didn't work out. He didn't do anything. He just weighed in and probably talked.
Wow.
The thing about Tommy Hill on this, his production score is a 59.
Out of,
I mean, that ranks him number 32 out of corners. 32. Okay. His athleticism score ranks 1.
What's that?
He has a 94. So
what, athleticism?
Yeah.
Meaning that he's one of the best athletes there?
Yeah. Total score, he's like a 10th in the combine.
In corners.
Yeah.
Without even working out.
This is, the breakdown for it. But
that's on paper.
Yeah. Yeah. So he didn't work out. I guess he's gonna wait on pro day. I looked a little heavy when I did see the picture of him.
He did weigh in about 10 pounds more than what he played at Nebraska.
Yeah, so
that ain't good unless you're playing safety.
Yeah.
Right?
So
or you're playing corner. If you're corner, you want to be light.
We won't have nothing more on him to the
29?
Yeah.
0920 says young people and their parents don't like people who coach like that anymore. Coaching isn't anymore teaching life lessons and demand trying to be the best. It's about babysitting. That's why all the good coaches are getting out, especially at young ages. Sad. First time those kids hear that is in college. He said the first time they hear something like that in college. You know what? I heard that in Little League. Now, I know some parents couldn't handle that in Little League. And when I was a Little League coach, I never went that in. But I heard that type of level in Little League where it was ferocious. But it makes you into the guy you are when you're able to overcome it. When you live by the 3, you die by the 3. Quit taking 3-point shots.
Ready for Nair?
Oh, yeah. Bring Nair on.
All right. Isaiah Nair. He came in at 6'4", 218 pounds. 4.40 1.51 split, 38 vert, 11.1 broad jump. He didn't do the 3-cone, 20 or the bench. So he probably saving that for here. But I was surprised to see him get out and run like that.
What he went, 4.41?
4.40.
Oh, yeah. He'll get drafted. I think based on what he went, the fact that he's 6'4" and went 4.4, somebody may think that they can really coach that up because he's still raw. He's still raw. But the fact that you got a guy that's, how much he weigh in at?
218.
And he ran 4.4 flat. You got to have that.
Yeah,
he'll get drafted.
That was really impressive. I mean, if you kind of compare that to other people of the past, like that's like a DK Metcalf type of performance as far as the speed and size combination. Of course, we didn't see that level of play at Nebraska, and the NFL scouting report even kind of got him here at the end. Their final score ranked him as a candidate for bottom of roster or practice squad. So, like you said, still kind of feels like a project even going into the next level.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at him, he's a big kid. Didn't play that much at Texas, so I mean, you can say, okay, maybe he wasn't coached right. Maybe we can get him and draft him probably late round or get him as a free agent and turn him into something. I mean, this kid can run.
Is there any, like, I mean, Banks and Nair maybe didn't live up to the expectation here. They had, solid seasons, I suppose. Any fear after seeing that last year that you might get the same thing with this, recruiting class? Everybody's excited about the wide receivers coming in, but we were doing that last year.
I think that I don't think so. I think with with Coach Holgerson there, the mindset and the type of player that you're going to see is going to be a little bit different, right? You're not going to see those tall, lanky guys like that. I don't think. I mean, yeah, Banks is still back, right?
No, Banks is
or is Nair going to?
Yeah,
both gone.
Both gone.
Yeah.
But Nair went to the combine.
Yeah.
He'll get drafted. Banks got to put on a show in order to get drafted. So you ain't going to see those tall, lanky coaches going away from those. Who's the tallest receiver in the joint now? 6'2"?
Dane Key, what he is? 6'4", 6'3"?
I'm saying I just think that they want the shiftier type receivers. They want the guy that's explosive. That's at least that's what I'm looking at. They want a shifty guy. And so that straight line speed stuff, I don't know if that's wanted right now. It's more explosion. Ja'Cory Barney. That's explosion. You got to have that type of stuff. So, in the grand scheme of things, when I look at this receiving room for Nebraska, they've gotten a little smaller, but I think more explosive.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Hardly Gilmore, Dane Key, and Isaiah Hunter, kind of the big ones that are coming in. They're all between 6'1" and 6'3". So it doesn't have to be this extreme that we've seen over the years of either these tiny tiny wide receivers, or let's go big and let's make a difference. And that didn't make the difference. I think that was part of the idea. Is like, okay, we get these big wide receivers, our perimeter blocking is going to be better and tougher. And that obviously didn't happen. That was one of the main problems with the wide receiver unit last season. So Dane Key's out there to say that's not going to be his problem. He loves blocking. So hopefully we see a little bit more of that. And I agree with you, by the way. I posed the question, but I think Dana Holgerson makes you feel a whole lot better about the result we're going to get from the passing game this year, and as well the wide receiver unit through that.
Yeah, I'm interested to see which one of those receivers, the top 4 guys, because I think it's a wide open. I think it's one guy who's got 2, who's got their position locked up, and that's Barney and that's Key. Those 2 I think are locked. Other than that, they got to find 2 more that can go with those guys, and then you got to make sure that you find a tight end that can complement those guys.
Yeah, I think we're my most concern. Not my concern is I want to see how Jacoby Barney do in year 2. Year 2 is important for how much work he put in from year 1. Does he get better? That's one thing I want to see. Does he get a little bit bigger, a little bit more weight? Tough kid. Dane Key got to come around here and do the same thing he did at SEC. Can he do it here in day in and day out? Hunter. I would write Hunter in. I would write him in as a number 2. I think
number 2?
Yeah, he's a number 2 receiver.
Hunter?
Yeah.
Why am I drawing a blank?
Kid from Cal.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about him.
He's a solid 2 to me.
You going to give him the number 2 slot?
Yeah, I'll give him number 2.
Overall?
Yeah.
Over Key?
Key's number 1.
So Key had almost 700 yards last year. Hunter had about 578.
Okay, so you saying those are 1 and 2, and then,
that's 1 and 2.
Then you putting Barney 3?
Yeah, he's going to be my slot, man. He's going to stay that slot.
Who's going to be 4?
That's
16.
That's
16. They got to go 4 wide.
That's got to be. Hey, somebody got to go out there and earn it.
16.
Who is 16?
Oh, I can't. I know numbers. I don't know names all the time. But come on, 16.
We do this all the time.
Yeah, he plays. Remember they put him at. They kind of put him at fullback. He's been all over.
Bonner? No.
No. You don't think Bonner?
No. Bonner will be. He'll be in the rotation. But
I know they're pretty excited about that Gilmore kid for one, and also don't forget Demetrius Bell. They were really excited about Demetrius Bell before.
Yeah, I like Bell. I like Bell, but he's got to shake back.
Yeah,
it's not an easy injury to shake back from. So until you get when the real bullets are flying, and you got to cut, and you got to do some things on that injured or what was injured at full speed. That's when you're either back or you're not.
And then Carter Nelson, we don't know if he's going to make that move to tight end, or is he going to stick at wide receiver this year?
If I'm Carter Nelson, I'm going where I can go to the next level quickest, and that's tight end. Carter Nelson is not that explosive as a receiver to me. Tight end, he's over the top explosive, because now all you got to do is put weight on him and make sure he can block, and he'll throw his body in there. But for Carter Nelson, he's got to get healthy. Do not come back half-staff. See, that's when you talk about the 105, do you take a Carter Nelson and redshirt him for this year coming up. That's just, to me, that's just smart football. He's not 100%. Why not us redshirt him, get him out the fold, bring him back next year?
No, I don't think that's the plan.
It's just been tough to redshirt guys. I mean, we saw that this last year. If you redshirt
You didn't need
someone,
Carter Nelson.
they might leave.
You didn't need Carter Nelson this year. Right, but let me ask you a question. If you was getting paid $15,000 a month to get bigger, faster, stronger, you mean to tell me you'll leave? You'll leave the program that you felt like you wanted to help?
They redshirted Riley Van Poppel. He stuck around, so it can happen. It's just, you kind of think about Malachi Coleman, the kid went to Minnesota.
Malachi Coleman's situation was a little bit different. It was just a little different. It wasn't per se this situation. Okay. I'm simply saying, if I'm Carter Nelson and I know I'm getting ready to have surgery, I want to come back in year 3 of Dylan Raiola, don't I? I want to come back in year 3 when we done got bigger and better on the offensive line, don't I? Why would I want to sit out this year? I'm still going to get paid. Who's advising these young men? Whoever it is, they need to get a personal advisor to each and every one of these young men to teach them not only finance, but teach them common sense. Common sense says if you can sit back and make $200,000 sitting on your butt getting bigger, faster, stronger, you do that. And come back with, how many years would he have? 4 or 3?
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer to me. Me as a head coach, I'm talking to him and I'm saying, look, this is where I see us going with you and your career.
And he had hip surgery in January, so that was kind of the reason why we don't think he might be up to the fullest of health.
So 6 months, it'll be June. So we're looking at August. He'll be probably ready by August time for fall camp.
Why?
Why not?
That was a mistake I made. Okay, I could have got league minimum my second year at Kansas City by just being down there in Birmingham, Alabama with Dr. Andrews and not trying to rush back and play and end up getting cut before I even play because they knew I was hurt. So if I'd have stayed there with Dr. Andrews, they'd had to pay me $189 to rehab. Who's my agent? Joe Linta? You need to be fired. I hope you're not an agent anymore.
Oh, yeah. Cortez Mills. That's the other.
Yeah, the freshman coming in as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mosey.
And Mosey.
Yeah.
So, hey, that's a eight deep group right there.
Can't keep them all. 93.7 the ticket. Somebody's got a red shirt. We'll be right back.
Are you facing a legal problem and don't know where to turn? You need trial attorneys you can trust. Liberty Law Group's experienced trial attorneys will handle your case with professionalism and compassion. Whether you have been accused of a crime, injured in an accident, or threatened with a lawsuit, you can trust that Liberty Law will be there for you. Call for a free consultation and find out how Liberty Law can protect your rights and interests. That's 877-42-LIBERTY, 877-42-LIBERTY, or visit libertylawnebraska.com. Liberty Law Group, trial attorneys you can trust.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, mainly cloudy and breezy. See a high around 57. Tonight, a chance of showers with thunderstorms possible, a low around 49. And tomorrow, a chance of rain and snow in the afternoon. It'll be windy with blizzard conditions possible late. See a high around 57. A meteorologist Kyle Becker for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 888-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Hey volleyball fans, this is Laura Dijkema, national player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. There's no place like McKinney's Irish Pub for St. Patrick's Day, so mark your calendars to join in on the fun for their 11th annual Street Festival. The party starts on Saturday, March 15th, with tons of giveaways, a kilt contest, great Irish food, and green beer, and continues on Monday the 17th for actual St. Patrick's Day. Doors open for the bar at 11 a.m. on Saturday and 9 a.m. on Monday, and the street party starts at 2 p.m. both days. Don't miss out on great music and great fun with no cover charge for St. Patrick's Day weekend at McKinney's 8th and P in the Haymarket. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with the child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Get ready for spring by joining an evidence-based program to improve your health and well-being. These programs use proven strategies to help you make lasting changes, whether it's boosting nutrition, increasing activity, managing stress, or enhancing wellness. Invest in yourself today and feel your best this spring and beyond. Paid for by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions on 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, Big Ten championship. The tournament is going down. Like you said, 3:30. Number 12 Washington plays Minnesota. It's number 13 Nebraska. Number 10 takes on number 15 Rutgers. All right, anyway, I tried it. It's not it. Sorry.
Cars, boy. Keep selling them
You're
cars,
right.
boy.
You're right. Big Ten women's basketball tournament schedule.
Yeah.
Think we got to get in this.
DP just left the building. I think he's on his way.
We got to get in this. Hold on a second. March 5th, first round. Washington plays Minnesota. Nebraska plays Rutgers. Iowa, Wisconsin. On Thursday the 6th, Oregon plays Indiana. And then it starts to get into bracketology. But those are all the games, kind of playing games. And then they start to, TBA against Michigan, TBA against Illinois, I guess TBA against Michigan again. Where's Michigan State?
And Nebraska women should be good after beating Northwestern 98-77 this past weekend. That should punch their ticket. Now, Rutgers would be a bad loss. But as of right now, ESPN Bracketology had Nebraska as the last 4 buys, which means there's 8 teams kind of in that group before kind of getting cut off outside the tournament. So as long as they, especially if they beat Rutgers, then I think they'll be definitely in. If you lose to Rutgers, you might be holding
Women or men?
Women.
Oh,
Rutgers is 11-18, so
women.
that'd be a bad loss. But they did beat them 69-62 in January.
so what are the women overall record?
They're 19-10 and 10-8. They finished 10-8 in conference play.
All right, that sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah,
Should win the game. I mean, number 10 against 15, you should win that basketball game. So look for the women. The women are actually playing very, very well down the stretch versus what we're doing on the men's side. But we will go over the men's bracket as well. Won't start until the week after. But I think just to go over it, just to have it, and to know you can kind of put it. Well, I guess we wait.
Oh yeah, they still got a few
they still
regular
got a
season
few
games to
yeah.
figure out. But yeah, the one concern about Nebraska women that I would have is that it's been since mid to late January, I think January 16th and 20th, that they've combined back-to-back wins. And when you're getting into tournament play, obviously that's when you want to be able to get on your runs, and you're gonna have to win more than just one game, every other game. So hopefully they get going. Britt Prince came back, which is huge. So they kind of feel like closer to full strength. Obviously they had the one injury early on that's never going to return, but they should be feeling pretty good going into the Big Ten tournament.
So, but the women's, as we know, UCLA and USC, they played a tough game the other night.
Yeah.
USC just looks so powerful, man.
There's certainly tiers to this. It does seem like those two teams might be in a different tier
by themselves.
Yeah, for the Big Ten.
Yeah. So
I would expect one of them to leave Indianapolis.
Yeah, not empty-handed.
Yeah.
So, or not, we know what I'm saying, but oh man,
They're good. We got our basketball fixed out. Shout out to the girls, man. Go do your thing and come back champions. I mean, I think you got to think positive and you got to think champion. You can't think anything less. You can't think, let's go deep. No, who cares about going deep? Let's go win it.
Yeah, and also Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we will only have 30 minutes of the captain show. So
yeah,
with the black shirt,
with the black shirt and Bach.
Yeah, it'd be the Bach and black shirt.
Yeah, rapping for 30 minutes.
30-minute rapid fire show. What are you gonna do? That's like one segment done.
We know.
Yeah.
Was it 2 segments or 1?
It'll be 1. Probably.
Yeah, 1.
One good one, one long one.
Yeah.
What do you? Yeah. Oh, okay. Fastest 30 seconds. 30 minutes in radio.
Yeah. Like ESPN.
Yeah, and that's due to we're going to be broadcasting all the women's state tournament game, the girls' state tournament game, I should say, games from Pinnacle Bank Arena, and then we'll do the same with the boys next week. So tournament time.
Yeah. Shout out to, and I say shout out in this way because it came across my wire again, not just because the text line Husker P saw you saying it. I already knew it. I was trying to not throw it out there, but since Husker P put it out there, we'll put it out there a little bit. Xavier Betts did get arrested over the weekend for driving without a suspended license or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just want to say this. You know what I'm saying? We've all had our struggles. And sometimes life after football, especially when everybody probably in his family thought he was going to make it out, right? Everybody was dependent on him. Everybody growing up was probably giving him everything he wanted to get and then some. And then when it didn't work out, we kind of we kind of throw him in the gutter. Nobody talks to him. They can't get any type of real response from, it's just different. I talked to the kid, not this time, but the last time. And it's just different. You know what I mean? That when you don't have anybody there to talk common sense into you, and then your first love is taken away. So now you're in the world trying to figure it out. So I think sometimes we have to have some type of transitional home. You got to think that for 5 years, these guys are been dependent on Nebraska football. Like that was their parent, right? And then when it comes time for them to get out and get into the real world, it's tough. I hope he gets the help he needs. I hope that help that he needs is making sure that he, number one, get your driver's license in order. Because other than that, they can't do anything to you. Stay out of Iowa.
But it's once you're a Husker, you're thrown in that light every time something blinks in your face. I left a message for the kid. You know, I said nothing but best wishes to this kid. I said I myself went down that same road. I said it took me 19 years to figure out life.
Wow.
I don't want him to take that long to figure out life, but you have to start somewhere, and hopefully he can start now.
Where's the teammates program for college athletes? You ever thought about that? I mean, why wouldn't they do a teammates for some of these athletes that are going to Nebraska with no dads, maybe no moms, or maybe they got moms and dads, but maybe they're in Philadelphia, New York, California, maybe they're across the country. It'd be nice to and I would extend that olive branch. I would want to do that for one of those young men. I do it now. I won't say who, but I do it now for a few of them. I'll figure it out. No.
Well, remember when Betts left, and remember he was re-recruited back to the team and then left a couple weeks before the 2023 season opened, and he just said his heart wasn't in it anymore.
Well, do you know the real story behind that?
Well, that's the story I get from the media, yeah.
Okay. I heard that. You got to think, how old is Betts?
He's 23 now.
So, and his coach was at the time 20. He was probably 22. So
Mike Riley?
No, that wasn't his coach.
His wide receiver coach.
His wide receiver coach.
Garrett McGuire.
McGuire. Remember, you said it all the time. You said they used to go over to McGuire's and do what?
Eat Pop-Tarts.
Okay. Maybe something happened at McGuire's when they were eating Pop-Tarts. Don't ask me. I don't know anything. This is speculation. This is my opinion again. What was you talking about? That was a good one, Terrell. You was saying that you had sent the message to the kid.
Yeah.
And I was saying the whole thing about let's do a teammates for college football players. Would you be interested in that?
Yeah, I'd be a big brother.
That's what I mean. Just be a big brother.
Yeah. That's not hard. That's the easy part.
You know what I mean? And I think it would help those young men.
Yeah.
Especially a young man like Betts, who I talked to on multiple occasions and is a good young kid, but sometimes young men are mentally unstable and they might need a little bit of stability to be put in them by someone who's been through that, like Terrell, like myself. Box even had adversity. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions on 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
MWA Pro Wrestling returns to Lincoln Friday night, March 7th at the First Avenue Social Hall. And in Beatrice at the Beatrice Auditorium on Saturday night, March 8th at 7 p.m. Don't miss two huge shows. Visit Facebook.com/MWA Pro Wrestling for more information. Tickets are on sale for both events. Friday night, March 7th, 7:30 p.m. First Avenue Social Hall in Lincoln. Saturday night, March 8th at the Beatrice Auditorium, 7 p.m. Brought to you by 10 Pins Fun Center, Felipe Electric, and Stone Hollow Brewing Company.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, mainly cloudy and breezy. See a high around 57. Tonight, a chance of showers with thunderstorms possible, a low around 49. And tomorrow, a chance of rain and snow in the afternoon. It'll be windy with blizzard conditions possible late. See a high around 57. A meteorologist Kyle Becker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join 93.7 The Ticket this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from Pinnacle Bank Arena for the NSAA Girls State Basketball Tournament. Starting Wednesday at 9 a.m., we'll be at PBA bringing you play-by-play coverage of every single game. That's right. All 24 games played at Pinnacle Bank Arena this week will be heard right here on 93.7 The Ticket. From Class A to Class D2 action, 93.7 The Ticket is your home for the 2025 Girls State Basketball Tournament, and it all starts this Wednesday at 9 a.m. We'll see you there.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakovic. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right, welcome back to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket, the fastest 2 hours in radio. All right, Bach, we're going to start a little NFL right now. Bach, are you ready?
I'm ready.
The San Francisco 49ers have agreed to send standout wide receiver Deebo Samuels to the Washington Commanders in exchange for a cheap 5th-round pick. Oh, man. The deal can't be done till March 12th as part of the new league year when it starts. Washington is taking on the remainder of Sanders' contract and paying him a full $17.5 million for the 25 season. Man, that's good for Washington.
Yeah, it's a good deal. I mean, Jaden Daniels, I'm sure, is licking his chops.
Yeah.
Now,
if he can get one more receiver, I think that'll solidify that offense. Man, it's just, man, that's crazy how 49ers just let him go like that. I mean, I thought Deebo was a fixture there. I know they had a young receiver, but, even with Purdy going into the final year of his contract and, I thought Deebo would probably not be the one to go first.
Yeah, and he's definitely a guy, a utility player, as we know. Surprising that in his career, he's only had 2 seasons over 1,000 yards in, rushing and receiving combined. And that didn't happen this past year. So he had 670 yards and 3 touchdowns through the air this past year, 136 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Obviously, their offense wasn't quite as explosive this year with McCaffrey being out as well. But Deebo always kind of added that element. His best year in 2021, 1,405 yards in the air and 6 touchdowns. And then in that season on the ground, he had a career high 365 yards and 8 touchdowns. So he hasn't really been able to get back to that form. Again, has been solid over the last several years, but not quite that level. And going into his contract year, I was surprised that, with that big of a name, that it wasn't more. But again, going into the contract year, that's where they landed. And again, it's a big deal for the Commanders moving forward. And you wonder how are the 49ers going to make up for that loss? Because even though he might not be playing quite at the Pro Bowl level or all pro level that he has shown before, he still is a very versatile player that you have to look out for, as a defensive coordinator, as a, defensive player setting up for the play.
Yeah. Gonna be hard to get Deebo. Gonna be hard, very hard. Who else? I think Darius Slay. He got cut by my screen is backing up right quick. Darius Slay cut by the Eagles, man. Super Bowl winning corner for the Philadelphia Eagles. Good corner. 6-time Pro Bowl. Money is always the issue when players get cut like that, but that's the way the Super Bowl, that's the way the champion goes. Slay release will designate a June 1st transition, saving the Eagles $4.3 million salary cap.
Yeah, well, I mean, in that it's interesting, like you said, money wise, maybe that's why it works for the Eagles. They're pretty happy with his tenure there, obviously, but he's coming off maybe the best year of his career. So to be able to have that type of star power in free agency at the cornerback position will certainly be interesting. Played for the Lions early in his career. Maybe that'd be another contender that he would go to. But we'll see. I mean, that's a big name. This just an hour ago, I believe, is when the Eagles released him.
Yeah. Oh man, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Forgot it.
Well, and while we're on the NFL, I can say this and get your thoughts about it. The NFL is considering changing overtime rules in the regular season to decrease the advantage for the team that wins the coin toss. Receiving the ball first has become more of an advantage than it was pre 2011 when overtime was a sudden death period. Receiving teams won 56.8% of games in overtime from 2017 to 2024, which is up from 55.4% from 2021 to 2011. Current rules give both teams an opportunity to possess the ball in overtime unless a touchdown is scored on the first possession. Those rules are different in the playoffs, where both teams get a chance to have a possession even if the offense scores a touchdown on the opening drive. Of course, that change came after the Buffalo Bills lost to Kansas City in the divisional round game in January of 2022. Where we didn't get to see both of those quarterbacks on the field. Making the overtime rules the same as the regular season is a possible solution, along with perhaps just extending the period to 15 minutes. So what would you think about that? I think they're kind of getting a little too deep in the numbers there as far as winning the coin toss and all that. I think they've got a pretty fine rule, but I wouldn't mind making it, the same in the regular season as it would be the postseason. Play all the same rules.
Well, I would just rather see both teams get a chance to get the ball. If that happens, then they both score. Then you make it to you have to go 2-point conversion after that. I think that'll be a good way to lower the play calling select on a 2-point play.
Yeah.
And, I'm just saying, I just don't like that rule. Oh, whoever scores wins the game. Not a true overtime format to me.
Yeah, it's weird how the NFL is so, is as big as it is, and dominates the sports world. It just hasn't seemed to ever figure out the overtime rules perfectly. That constantly kind of changing it. Like I just said, they had to change it a couple of years ago in the playoffs. And I'll be quite honest with you too. The college football overtime had its own problem, right, with yards and points allowed if you'd get into 7 overtimes and all that, so it'd throw off statistics. But the new overtime they have there, where it's just kind of competing 2-point conversions after, I believe it's the second or third overtime. Maybe you just go to that. I mean, you don't talk about sudden death. Just place the ball at the 2 and play each other to the end there. Maybe that could be a solution as well.
Yeah, North Carolina is going to do the Hard Knocks live.
Yeah.
So that's because of Bill Belichick. That's the only reason.
Well, in the NFL, they couldn't find anybody apparently, so you gotta go to Bill Belichick. I'd never thought I'd see a college team on Hard Knocks, but they call themselves the 33rd NFL team. So here they go.
Yeah. Auburn head coach Hugh Freeze diagnosed with prostate cancer. Sorry to hear that, Hugh. Don't know how long he's gonna coach. They said they detected the disease in its early stages. So
that's good news.
Yeah, he will continue coaching the Tigers while receiving treatment. Auburn said in the statement. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's and obviously you think about his health first, and you hope that everything is good along those lines. That he was a big hire, and I always kind of say along with Nebraska, Auburn this century has kind of been in that same category with Nebraska, just kind of rotating coaches, paying big contracts to the next big guy, and not getting the results out of it. And Auburn, they expect a winner down there, and they haven't started off, the best in that situation. Of course, I'm just kind of bringing up Auburn football altogether because we was brought up. Like I said, most importantly is his health, and hopefully they can take care of that. And, Hugh Freeze is a proven winner in the SEC, so it's interesting to see, the second time around in a different place. Maybe it's maybe not as easy.
Yeah. But how surprised are you when we see how well the 4 guys we sent to the combine? How surprised were you that they did it by staying here at the university working out?
I thought they did well. I don't know if I'd say I was surprised about Ty Robinson. I think everybody, obviously I wouldn't have guessed that he might blaze that fast, but he's looked like a guy that was ready to take his game to the next level the last couple of years. And then from there though, the rest of them, Fedoni, Tommy Hill, and Isaiah Nair, they've all got question marks on them, and kind of, so it was important for them to have good performances, and Thomas Fedoni did. Again, not some of the top tight end prospects didn't work out, but among the ones that did, he looked pretty impressive and looked more fluid than maybe he did at Nebraska this past year as well. So I'm interested to kind of see if they can unlock something there with him. And Isaiah Nair, like we kind of said, with his size to be able to run that speed, but he still has to kind of prove to be a wide receiver, right? I mean, there's a lot of, really fast, tall wide receivers that enter the draft every year. You can get lost pretty quick in the league at that point. And then Tommy Hill just not working out. We'll see with him too. I mean, he's one of the most fascinating prospects we've had in years because, again, pre-plantar fasciitis, he was rising up the draft boards and maybe could have been drafted before Ty Robinson would be in this NFL draft. And then by the end of his career here, he was almost unplayable. In fact, Matt Rule had to go up to him and said, yeah, it'll be better off probably for both sides if we just sit you down for the rest of the year. And so I'm interested to see kind of what happens with him. He weighed in a little bit heavy there. Like we said, they've got on the 25th, they've got the pro day here to kind of fine tune and maybe make up for some lost ground or some of the stuff they didn't like what they did there. And again, Tommy Hill didn't do a whole lot in the combine. So we'll see. I mean, among those three, they're very interesting. I was a little bit surprised that everybody got an NFL invite, combine invite, but we'll see how they work out. But it's hard. I mean, even if you, and I feel like everybody, none of us are scouts or GMs, but if you've watched these guys for their career, and if you've watched Husker football or a football team close, you can kind of get an idea of what an NFL prospect or player looks like. And between those three guys, I think it'd be pretty tough. You said, hey, I'm going to put you on the spot. You're the GM today. We got one pick here in the later rounds. I'm either going with Fedoni, Tommy Hill, or Isaiah Nair, and put it on you. Which one of those guys would you go with? It'd be difficult, again, because there's a lot of question marks around all three of them.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
I probably have to go either Fedoni or Nair.
Yeah.
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 I'm not sold on Tommy Hill yet.
Mm.
He has to, get himself, I believe, like we said, 213 pounds. I don't think he played that heavy during the season. So, either he got a lot of work he need to do or he knows what he knows he's doing.
Well, and I know, too, a lot of people think, okay, when I say Tommy Hill flashed well, and they go, okay, well, maybe he got lucky in that pick six against Colorado and Shedeur Sanders. But it wasn't just the pick six. He played all game long. Remember, the story of that game is Travis Hunter came in talking a lot of trash. By the second half, Tommy Hill said he didn't hear a whole lot of trash from Travis Hunter. And Hunter ended up winning the Heisman. Obviously, we know what kind of weapon he's going to be, a top 5 pick. And he had some number, like 78 yards or whatever it was. But Tommy Hill held him in check. And that's a heck of a performance to do. And that's why I think, that to even look past all the problems that he had toward the latter half of the year. But I know plantar fasciitis has hurt folks in the past, but that will go down in one of my all-time kind of Husker history of an injury, just kind of swiping away at a guy's career there at the end.
Yeah, that's we gotta take they gotta take care of themselves. I mean that's the injury I thought he probably could have fought through and made it through the season, but at the end of the day he had to shut it down.
Yeah.
So, hope he can get better. And like we said, May 29th is their pro day. So,
25th, yeah.
You have a lot of other guys working out. Nash will work out. Banks will work out. Bullock will work out. So, Ben Hart will work out. You have a whole slew of guys working out that's trying to make a roster or either trying to get drafted.
Yeah.
But,
Gifford will be there. Trying to think of some of the other guys that might try to get a chance to get drafted here.
Yeah. Or a free agent.
Yeah.
Well, I guess when we come back from break, Bach, we're going to go over some of the results and some of the players I think shine from the combine, especially a strong safety that's 6'3", 220, running a 4.3 40. We'll talk about that when we come back. Much more on the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
.93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, mainly cloudy and breezy. See a high around 57. Tonight, a chance of showers with thunderstorms possible, a low around 49. And tomorrow, a chance of rain and snow in the afternoon. It'll be windy with blizzard conditions possible late. See a high around 57. I'm meteorologist Kyle Becker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through March 4th is $1 off crisscross pretzels, buy one get one free on hot dogs, and $2 off on Piedmontese brats. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, and at 168th and Maple Streets in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
There's no place like McKinney's Irish Pub for St. Patrick's Day, so mark your calendars to join in on the fun for their 11th annual Street Festival. The party starts on Saturday, March 15th, with tons of giveaways, a kilt contest, great Irish food, and green beer, and continues on Monday the 17th for actual St. Patrick's Day. Doors open for the bar at 11 a.m. on Saturday and 9 a.m. on Monday, and the street party starts at 2 p.m. both days. Don't miss out on great music and great fun with no cover charge for St. Patrick's Day weekend at McKinney's 8th and P in the Haymarket.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I mean, they did. That was cheating. Man, you watched the fight, right? Man, I know I watched the fight. Gervonta Davis against Roach. Listen, the Roach man won that fight. Gervonta Davis in the 9th round, they were fighting. It wasn't like he came out of the corner. They were fighting. And he got hit with her left hook, and he took a knee. And they let him wipe his face, and they didn't call it a knockdown. And they called the fight a draw. Now I think that's messed up. Not with that. That's messed up.
VJ, how many times you think they benched the most at the combine?
Who benched the most?
What mark do you think was set for the highest?
40.
No.
26.
No. Up.
32.
Up.
35.
33.
By who?
Luke Kendra, Cincinnati guard.
Offensive lineman.
Offensive guard. Yep.
Yeah,
Then a tight end, CJ Drippy from Alabama, 32. Ethan Downs. Edge rusher from Oklahoma. O-tackle from Missouri with 31. So basically at 5.
I like that offensive tackle from Missouri, by the way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 guys who hit over 30.
Yeah, I didn't do 30. 26.
26. What's the best you think for vertical?
That I did?
No.
Oh. Just overall?
Yeah.
42.
43.
Who?
South Carolina. Nick Emmy Wooey.
What do you play?
Safety.
Oh, wow.
Let me tell you about this kid right
That's
here.
a monster.
Yeah. This kid right here just put himself in the top 10 of the draft.
You think so?
Yeah. They talked about him. I watched the combine. They talked about him. He's 6'3", 220. 4.38 in the 40. 1.49 in the split. 43 vertical.
Top 10.
11.6 in the brawl. And did the bench 20 times.
Top 10.
Yeah.
He play safety?
Yes.
Top 10.
Yeah. So
you're right. It depends on what they need too, though. Whether he goes top 10 or not.
Now
he might be the first safety off the board.
When we talk about that they find out everything about you at the combine, they do.
Yeah, they know who your cousin's baby mama was.
Yeah. So they was talking about this DN, James Pierce Jr. They had a big thing about him saying he's not coachable. He wasn't controlled. He had 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out the door at Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
But he when he worked out, he I don't know if his workouts will overcome his problems he had in college.
Well, what did he have in college? What kind of problems?
Let's just say he's not coachable. He's
How's he at the combine?
6.
How do you make it to the combine if he's not coachable?
Well, like I said,
you can't make it to the combine if you're listen, they don't waste their time. How did he make it to the combine if he's not coachable?
Well, he's had 17 sacks in the last 2 seasons combined.
That's how he made it to the combine.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't care about somebody saying, you know what, Terrell? Let me be honest with you. I hate to say this, but I'm gonna be honest. Do you know my high school coach said I wasn't coachable?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he said I was not coachable. He told a couple teams that. Now, I found out later on in life from Wyoming's coach, tight ends coach, or running backs coach at the time, who used to be at Nebraska. He was the tight ends coach. Oh my gosh, it's right off the tip of my tongue. But we became friends when they came back here to Nebraska. I don't know if he was with Bo Pelini or was Callahan. But he told me, he said, yeah, I knew we wasn't going to get you, but we wanted to try anyway. He said, but yeah, your coach said you were uncoachable. And took it on the chin for what it was, but I mean, being uncoachable, that's such a harsh thing to say about an athlete. You're uncoachable, especially going to the next level. He's uncoachable. But he has 17 sacks. He's uncoachable. But he's got 1,000 yards rushing. He's uncoachable. But he led the team in tackles. I guess it depends on who you're talking to.
Well, here's one of the things that I just came up on. They said Tennessee edge rusher James Pierce Jr. had an impressive outing at the NFL Combine. He ran a 4.47 in the 40, posted a 31 vert, broad jump 10.3. Headed into last week, Prince was viewed as a last first-round pick, and it appeared that it helped his stock after his Combine performance. But, however, the latest NFL first-round mock draft says otherwise. CBS Ryan Willis released his updated first-round draft following the Combine, and Pierce was nowhere to be found.
In the first round?
Yes.
Well, maybe he's not a first-rounder, but to tell a kid that yeah, we want you to come to the Combine, and then to say he's not coachable. He scorched did every event top-notch. And then to hear that he's not coachable, I just think sometimes that might be a little hate.
Yeah.
Little haterade. Little cup of Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. Drink this. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when coaches, especially if they're leaving. Like, do they think they're giving the assessment of this kid? If he's going to the NFL draft, obviously, it ain't going to matter what y'all say about him. The NFL said that he belongs with the other 200 and some odd guys, or how many guys that go to the NFL draft? 295?
Yeah, they were saying he has a bad character. So, that's...
He's a gang member?
Well, I'm just saying.
You said bad character. Is he a gang member?
Well...
I want to know what's the bad in his character. It's out there. And I think you could almost... Listen, everybody has done something. If you... In secret, that they wish they could take back. That they got caught doing. Everybody. So I don't want to make the kid a sacrificial lamb, throw him over the coals as if he's not a young man, as if he can't make mistakes. We make him. How's he going to overcome adversity? He's got an opportunity to make more money than he can ever think about right now. I would think that would motivate you to be a good character guy. That's just my thought processes, though. Anyway.
Well, one report says he was uncoachable and as a player with one foot out the door already this season, giving his coaches little incentives to put him on the field full time.
I still don't. Yeah, no. I don't think that.
Some people say it's the environment he was in, though. So if they let you get away with it, then that's on the coach.
Coaches who say a kid is uncoachable or say more about their own skills than they about the kid. So basically, they're saying more about their own skills than they do about themselves, because if I'm a coach, then I can coach any kid. There's not a young man that I can't coach, especially in college when I get little Johnny away from mommy and daddy and little Debbie, and I just got him myself. Oh my gosh, I can do all kinds of things with him. I'm telling you. Bone says, not me, Captain. That's a lie. Ooh, South Packer Dan. See, this might hit home. He says Jack Olin had no business coaching. I would like to talk to you about that, South Packer Dan.
Who?
My head coach. That's Jack Olin's my head coach in high school. Oh, he was a horrible. Listen, he was a horrible X's and O guy. He was a horrible chess player, and he was a horrible motivator. Great strength guy though. As far as like working in the weight room, you're gonna work out in the weight room, and that's one of the reasons why he didn't like me or my brother. Because when we were in high school, my mother said we don't have to work out. That's what she told us. Yo, you guys, I don't want you working out. I want you doing push-ups, sit-ups, and jumping jacks. That's all my mom wanted us to do.
I don't think you would play on our high school football team then.
What?
I don't think you would.
You
play.
out your mind. I was fast, and I
No.
was 6 foot,
It's
215, and I
mandatory.
was stronger than anybody.
It's mandatory.
It wasn't for me. My mom said it stunts your growth.
All right.
So I used that one all the way into college. I didn't say it was right.
I'm just saying.
I didn't say it was right, but I didn't do, all I did was bench press curls for the girls. I wasn't squatting nothing. I was fast. I don't need to squat. I'm faster than everybody in the school. I'm bigger than everybody in the school, and I was faster than everybody in the school. You tell me, you go work out every day. I don't, and I'm still stronger than you. Why? I'm listening.
You're bigger than me.
Well, it's called natural ability.
No.
Some of us got natural ability, like you. You're unassuming. Look at you. You put him on the football field, all of a sudden, he's a superstar. Listen, Terrell Farley looks, except for the gray hair, just like he did 30 years ago. I'm not joking. The build, would you say, Terrell?
I was a little bit buff.
Yeah, but you was working out just a pinch.
Bit buff.
You didn't work out in school, Terrell.
I did work out a little bit.
I can't believe this. Oh, my. Hold up, bro. Hold up. Did you just say I wouldn't have played at your high school and you didn't even work out in college?
I worked out in high school.
You didn't work out in college.
Well,
you didn't work out in college.
I did. I
You
did enough.
not. You didn't do.
I didn't want to be big like Hulk Hogan and
Nobody
like,
said you had to
I
be
didn't
big
want to
like
be big like you guys. You guys was overly big. Too
You were
big.
too
for me.
big.
Yeah.
But you had to be to play for Nebraska.
Well, that's what they said.
Hey, I came in. I was 215 coming out of high school.
Yeah.
I'm my size right now coming out of high school, and that wasn't good enough when I got to Nebraska. Yeah, you couldn't play. I was slow enough that I couldn't play running back anymore, and I didn't want to hit, so I couldn't play fullback. So they said, "Well, what are we gonna do with this kid?" And then, but what's Coach Sam's? Coach Samuel wanted me to come to the defensive side of the ball. You would have never heard of Jay Foreman. You'd have never heard of him. You'd have never heard of Jay Foreman. If I was on that side of the ball, you'd have never heard of Jay Foreman.
You believe that, Bach?
Trust
I don't
me.
think so.
Are you kidding me right now? Bach, you wasn't even around on that time.
Yeah, but I don't.
Everybody's going off of you. What Jay Foreman? You going
I
off
don't
because
think
Jay
you're
Foreman played
holding
in the
Jay
league?
Foreman down. Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now? I was way better athlete than Jay Foreman.
Where's Jay?
I hope he's listening too, because boy, he gonna come in here hot.
Yeah, I want to see that. If you,
He gonna come in walking on his toes like the Debo that we used, or Junior Debo. He's Junior Debo.
he probably over there in the parking lot about to get out
I
now.
think he here too somewhere. Hopefully he ain't listening.
Yeah.
Debo, hopefully you're not listening, sir. I was just telling the
This
story.
guy take shots at everybody, don't he?
Who?
Say,
Bob.
hey, Strick was very pissed.
I don't
at
think
you the other
Strick
day.
can beat me in basketball.
You told
right
Strick
now.
that you shut him down in high school.
I did. Go look. Go look.
You still got the
Go
film?
look. I got the film and
You
I
got
got
the
the
film?
newspaper.
Yeah.
I go look. I bet you Strickland didn't have more than 40 yards receiving. I think he was 2 for 13. Shut down. You're talking about one of the most prolific wide receivers in Omaha history, Omaha Metro history. Shut down by a young sophomore with goggles on. Except for we forgot to think about Clester. And Clester did it. They barely beat us. They just got out of there by the hair of their chinny chin chin now. That old dad says, VJ, that's a lie. Do I get a shirt? Can you buy me a shirt? Old dad 34. South Packer Dan says Jay Foreman was supposed to play hockey.
I doubt that.
Well, who said that, South Packer? Using BPI probabilities from ESPN, there's a 3 in 100,000 chance that Nebraska would miss the Big Ten tournament. So if they lose out, they'll miss the Big Ten tournament? Come on, Bach. If
Yeah,
they
it's
lose
possible.
out,
It
is
is
it possible
possible.
for them to miss the Big Ten
It
tournament?
is still possible. Yeah.
How many more games they got left?
2.
Bob?
They got 2 games left. Fred Hoiberg said today it's one of the toughest weeks of his professional career after losses to Michigan and Minnesota. Says I'm looking for the 5 that will go compete. This team, even there's a lot to say about it, but they're not hitting their stride at the right time because they're not hitting their stride and it's getting to turning time.
Well, and he knows it's his fault. He's got to hate losing, like Rick Pitino. I think. You lose 2 straight. Is he on the hot seat?
No, I wouldn't say the hot seat.
I don't think he should be on the hot seat. I think he's just got to recruit better and get better basketball. But listen, Nebraska basketball needs a center, a true big man. Is the big man going out of style? Don't Creighton got a big man?
Oh yeah, I mean it's just tough to get. Yeah, big men still can dominate college basketball. It's just tough to land the dominant one.
Can't you pay? Don't you pay a big man?
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's part of the problem is the NIL bidding. It's gonna be tough to land them.
What do you mean tough to land them?
Well, I mean they got size. They got some guys that can play. Just probably not an all Big Ten caliber big. Of course, Rink Mass was that or close to that and had to sit out this year.
Again, as a coach, it's your duty to get a big man.
We had one, didn't we? Didn't we have a 7-footer?
Yeah, they got Braxton Mia.
Yeah.
Where is he?
He plays. He missed I think he opened the game with 5 straight missed free throws.
Okay, well then that ain't a big man. I'm talking about a real big man that dominate. Like that big dude from Ole Miss.
Or Purdue.
What's the dude for that Cinderella last year that I took for a long time and they won a few games? Remember they had that big dude?
That Louisville team?
Was that Louisville?
Remember they had the big guy with the dreads?
Oh, yeah.
North Carolina State.
North Carolina State.
NC State,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, where are those big guys at? We need a Charles Barkley type. You say what you want. Larry Florence was a 3, but he played like a 4. Then we had Vincent Hamilton. Think about that for a second. Vincent Hamilton was 6'11", and he played the 4. Then you had Mikey Moore. That's a big, bruh. 7-footer that can jump, that can block. That's a big. You know who that is, by the way? Bob?
Do I know who those
guys are?
Yeah, I know those guys are.
Mikey Moore and all those?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Watched Mikey Moore in the league growing up.
Yeah, Mikey Moore is – I can't find him anymore. I think he went to –
Again, North Carolina, South Carolina.
Off the grid.
He's off the grid. 2-3-1-2. Just went through tiebreakers. We could lose all tiebreakers, which changes chance to 4%. Huh? So now we have a 4% chance of not making the Big Ten tournament. Is that what you were saying?
Well, you win a game and you should
How about
be
just
in.
Thank you. Say that again, Bach.
Win a game and you'll be in.
Thank you. Just win a game. Win one. One of the two. Tommy says this: we need a traditional big man, not these new big men that are expected to shoot more 3-pointers per game than get bored. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's not a big man. Okay? If Shaq is shooting threes, it's either the end of the game or he's jacking around. Okay? I will snatch him out of the game if Shaq starts shooting threes. No, Shaq, you get rebounds. We're gonna go to you at the end on the box in the paint, and we want you to score points. And we want you to defend. The goal, not shoot 3-pointers. We got guys for that. I like that. Thank you, Tommy, for that one. 0628 says, why? We don't have one. What? Bigs cost us millions, is what 0628 costs. So what? Don't we have millions? You mean one big could cost more than $1 million? Is that what you're saying? Is that what that's saying, Bob?
Again, I think if you're looking at quality of player there, I mean, I don't think they can get bodies and some big guys in there like they have this year. But as far as like an all Big Ten type, yeah, that'd probably cost you quite a bit.
Well, I mean, or you can go to the high school ranks and find somebody that's a big man that's dominating right now and put redshirt them and figure it out. But then that would have you having to coach them up, and we haven't proven that we're very good coaches. Meaning, we take a guy and make him astronomically better than he was when he first came. Grant Wistrom in 1994 was not the Grant Wistrom in 1995 or the Grant Wistrom in 97. Christian Peter in 1993, our freshman year, was not the Christian Peter in 1995 or the Christian Peter or Jason Peter in 1997. Neither was I. The only Superman that came in and was the guy, well, not the only, there was a few, that stayed at a high level was the great Lawrence Phillips. This guy sitting next to me. There's probably a few more guys who came in as true freshmen and kept that same. Bobby Newcomb. I think Bobby Newcomb might have went a lot higher had he just stayed at receiver like I told him. Just because I liked him at quarterback, but I thought he was more dynamic and he was going to make more money in the league playing receiver than in the return man. Anyway, it's just me. We got any more texts before we go to break? Anthony says, can't we get some big guys like the Sparties got? Good Lord, that team's throwing 6-7 lobs for dunks a game. They got like 3 of them.
And they went after Frankie Fiddler, didn't land him. It's tough to recruit up to the level of Tom Izzo in Michigan State, though, for Nebraska.
Money talks. Pull out the checkbook. Might have to get, you pull it out. Go around college basketball, count the elite big men, and see what programs they play for. It's not places like Nebraska. Well, y'all laugh at me for being a J-sker. The J-sker team don't have a problem getting a big man. Why not? Huh?
Cockburner's been there for like 6 years.
I don't care. Like. He's been there. He's there big. And I guarantee they got one coming in the shoot. We'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket. I'm with
the black shirt.
And oh, wait, hold up. Huskers, UNO basketball when we return. Who's better? We'll be right back.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through March 4th is $1 off crisscross pretzels, buy one, get one free on hot dogs, and $2 off on Piedmontese brats. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, and at 168th and Maple Streets in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, mainly cloudy and breezy. See a high around 57. Tonight, a chance of showers with thunderstorms possible, a low around 49. And tomorrow, a chance of rain and snow in the afternoon. It'll be windy with blizzard conditions possible late. See a high around 57. I'm meteorologist Kyle Becker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and on behalf of the entire Koppel team, we would like to say thank you to all of our loyal customers and employees that have allowed us to become one of the most successful GM dealerships in the country for the past 50 years. So we are celebrating that with some huge discounts. Right now, we have up to $13,500 off MSRP or 0% APR on select new models, and new Blazer EVs are leasing for $279 a month with zero down. So check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Salt Lake City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back with Vershawn Jackson. Powered by Bauer. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
UNO versus Nebraska. Who you taking? Who you taking, Bob?
I'd probably take Nebraska, but I'd be worried about it.
Why? It's Division One. UNO, what's their record? UNO's pretty good.
And they like to go by Omaha now. They're 19-12, 13-3 in conference.
Wow.
And they actually played Minnesota, who Nebraska just lost to earlier in the year and lost 68-64. So close.
Okay.
But the reason I'd take Nebraska is they seem to be dominating their conference. Omaha at one time was 4-9 in non-con, but then once they've got to conference play again, are now 19-12. 13-3 in conference.
South Peckerdine, why are you talking about it's looking like the Red Room tomorrow? Is supposed to be some snow coming?
Yeah.
That's why we got all-wheel drive. I totally agree with you all. I appreciate the bigs we have, but you need at least one 7-footer that is 270 pounds of junkyard dog, like a hockey enforcer. Rules the paint and puts fear into anyone driving into the lane. Great show, Husker Biker. So we need. Why? What kind of weather are they talking about? They don't increment what?
Well, DP's leaving early so he can avoid the weather altogether.
What are you guys talking about? The weather, man, is the only guy that's wrong 98% of the time. He's always wrong. Oh, okay. So you talking about the wind?
Wind seems to be the primary.
So not
concern.
let me see. Let me see what you're talking about here. Can we get the what's the weather? I don't believe that. What about with Scatterboo? They said he went crazy. 40-inch vertical, 10-3 broad. You don't think he did it? That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, didn't run the 40 though.
He's not gonna run the 40. He's just looking at. They're looking how big he is.
For tomorrow, northwest winds 35 to 45 miles per hour, gusting up to 60 to 65 miles possible.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I wouldn't be on a plane. My principal wanted to take me, talking about let's go to Africa. What? Are you kidding me? How far of a trip is that? 13 hours over the water? No, I'll pass. Let's keep it in the United States, baby. Safe here. It's safe. Anyway, what else? What you got, Terrell, when you leave here today? Oh. What?
He's just staring you down.
What do you got? Give it to us. At least you're doing
Omaha.
At least you're doing something different.
I'm going to Omaha.
Okay.
Going to the Big O.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dang. Blizzard warning, boys.
I don't think it's going to be a blizzard.
Railroad map. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts tomorrow afternoon with snow. Now under a blizzard warning.
With 50 miles, 50 degrees.
If it snows, no, what's the temperature? It can't snow in, I don't know. Supposed to get some snow.
Yeah, by tonight at 12 p.m., there's going to be a high wind watch, a winter storm watch, and a winter weather advisory.
It's 59 degrees tomorrow, Bob.
Yeah, how's that going to happen?
How's that going to work?
Where's that going to work at?
Yeah, where's this
Give
going
me
to
the
last?
extended forecast, though. What's the extended forecast?
59 tomorrow, 41 Wednesday, 45
Coming in
Thursday.
at night. It's coming in at night.
Yeah, but
It's got to be at night.
it's only 49 low tonight.
Did you guys hear about all those earthquakes over in Greece? I'm the only one paying attention to the news.
Nah, I've been watching the news.
Did
but
you-
it ain't been
did you-
about Greece?
You didn't saw that? You ain't saw like that Greece have like they call it a what do they call those tornadoes when they break out? You know, they call them a mass breakout of tornadoes. They had them in Oklahoma and I think in New York. And some of them. No, it was a bunch of them break out at once, like a bunch of them, whatever. But my point is, they said there's over 1,000 earthquakes hit Greece. You believe that?
I guess so.
Earth starts shaking right now. What? I mean, I think I would rather. I don't know. I don't know what I want. 6785 says this. YouTube Ryan Hale, best weatherman around. I think you're right. 6785. Ryan Hale. Have you guys seen him?
Mm-mm.
You've never seen him?
Ryan Hall?
Yeah, when he said, "No!"
Oh, yeah.
That guy.
Okay, yeah, I know the guy. I didn't know his name.
Yeah. Probate says aftershocks. Black shirt, get you some Church's chicken in Omaha. We're not stopping at Church's chicken. Nah. The faster I get to Omaha, the faster I can get him situated and get rid of him, the better it is for everybody involved.
So it says tomorrow, it says blizzards, tornadoes, and fires all in one.
Whoa. Where are the fires coming back?
I don't know. That's what it said on the Weather Channel.
No, Hazel Bear. They said over 1,000 earthquakes hit Greece. Look it up. That's what they said. I didn't say it. That's what the news said. It said they felt an earthquake. So 1,000 different people said, no, they said 1,000 in the last week, 1,000 different terms. Now, maybe it was the aftershock deals. Have you ever been in an earthquake? I've been in one.
No.
And I didn't feel it. But I saw the stuff off the walls. That was it. So I don't know. I'm just saying.
I make my own earthquakes while I'm asleep. When I snore, earthquake.
This say scientists say several thousand earthquakes detected near Greece's.
Told you. Come on, hey Hazel Bear, man, don't.
Whatever.
Taking care of business every day. Taking care of business.
She knows.
Taking care of business.
Taking care of business.
You knew what you was doing. It's another song that goes like this. It's an old song.
It's a war song.
Dance to the music.
There you go. That's a good one.
Dance to the music. Dance to the music. That was on Shrek, right?
Could be.
But then that was on Shrek. That's it right there. Yeah.
There it is.
Who is that?
I don't know. I forgot.
Wednesday. Who is that?
That's a war movie. Like they coming in from a helicopter. I forgot what that was.
All right. No, we don't remember the hard liquor called Aftershock. But we'll see y'all later.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska,